I'm Dana Han-Klein here with Bella Thorne, Patrick Schwarzenegger, and Scott Speer for Midnight Sun. What was the most emotionally or logistically challenging scene for each of you?
For each of us?
For each of you, because it might be different.
You want emotional and logistical, or one or the other?
Or is it the same scene, or is it different scene?
I'll go with logistical,
okay.
Only because there's a sailing scene in the movie, which I don't want to give away too much, but just being out on the open ocean is always challenging, and we were out there with the drone, and I made Pat and Bella actually be in the sailboat, even when they were like ant-sized. So that was a little challenging, and it was our only opportunity to catch sunlight. So because Vancouver is so overcast, so we actually shot that on day 2, which might make it also the most emotionally challenging scene.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good one. One of the logistical things we haven't really talked about is the fact that we always had to eat ice cubes. We always at night, because we shot this summer film in October in Vancouver. So while it's supposed to be 80 degrees out, it was really 20 degrees at night. And whenever we would talk, there would be the smoke breath.
Like the mist.
Yeah, and the producer would always run out and actually like it's supposed to be a summer movie, not winter. Yeah, so he started carrying around ice and handing us ice cubes.
So not only were we literally freezing, then we were also sucking on ice cubes.
Yeah, and like the night we did the swimming in our underwear in the water when it was 4 a.m. in Vancouver in October, and it was cold, but it was fun.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Those, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're taking the same one.
Yeah. All right. Did you realize, signing on, that you would have to be swimming at 4 a.m. in the freezing cold in Vancouver? Was just I'm really excited about this.
No, it was actually a fun night, but it was definitely cold.
It was cold,
but it was fun.
I know whenever you sign on to movies, the shooting conditions at some point in the film, you're going to be either freezing or sweating your balls off. It just depends on what it is, Scott and I did another movie, and it was literally freezing because the whole entire movie is a snow blizzard. So
I don't know what's worse,
going into
cold or hot. Because when I did the Long Road Home in Texas, it was 116.
Oh.
And we had to do,
which was
and we had to do, it was just, you're just sitting there when you're, like you said,
I think hot's
just sweating. It was
worse.
just
I almost think hot's worse.
Because,
I think it is.
Yeah, because also with makeup and hair, you just have to keep retouching up and retouching up. Yeah. And continuity gets a little slippery.
I mean, there are only so many layers in life you can take off before you I'm still overheating. But you always have layers. Yeah. What is the most embarrassing thing you've done in front of a crush?
In front of a
because
crush?
The way your characters meet, pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm really out there. I should put that right on the table.
From your personal metric of embarrassing, which might not be everyone else's.
I don't know embarrassing wise of oh no, you saw me doing that, but I go to the bathroom with the door open, and I'm just very
Is that embarrassing or just comfortable with?
Comfortable.
Some people might think it's embarrassing because some people are oh my God, you want me to shut the door? And I'm like, it's okay. And they're literally just looking at me, and they have no idea if they should stay and look at me go to the bathroom or if they should walk out and leave the room. I'm just very, I'm open.
I don't know what I've done that's really embarrassing in front of someone.
You puked all over someone while you were kissing them.
No, that would be disgusting. Haven't had that happen.
I've almost done that. But it wasn't to my crush. It was to poor Carter Jenkins, and we were shooting a scene on Famous in Love, and I was really sick that day, and we had a kissing scene, and then I almost threw up all over him.
You have to throw up on someone. Carter's not a bad option.
Yeah, because he's really nice. Yeah.
He'd be like, are you okay?
Yeah. Is it better or worse to throw up on someone you do like working with or you don't like working with? Because theoretically, if you don't like working with them, you might never have to see them again.
I think if you don't like working with them, it's worse. Because then you just know that they hate you now. And you feel really bad about it. So then when it's someone that you like, they're just no, I understand. Or whatever. And then you're oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then you feel bad, but then you feel a little bit better because they're not being mean, and then someone you don't like.
If they said "Oh, I understand," then they're a champ. Yeah. I would be like, "What the?"
Well, in all fairness, I was walking around on set this whole day completely hunched over because I was in so much pain. So even during through all of our rehearsals, I couldn't stand up straight. So like everyone knew that it was like, and then they wanted an extra shot, and I was like, okay, but just say you guys have like 20 minutes, because I'm telling you, I'm literally about to throw up. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm going to throw up. We were shooting off the lot. No, but I almost threw up in Carter's mouth. Like, we were kissing in the scene. And then I just am like, then we get off and we ride on a little bike together. And I didn't throw up, but I went to my dressing room, and then I threw up.
But okay, but what I will say about that is that is how Bella is and how she was on Midnight Sun. I have to say that like those were not easy days. You didn't throw up. I'm saying those were not easy days, and both of these guys really they really just wanted to get the scene right. They wanted to get the chemistry right. You know, so it's like it's one thing to work on chemistry and work on a scene in a hotel room. It's another to do it out on a boat. You know, like being tossed around and wind blown. So.
Champions all around. What's the nicest thing you've ever done for a friend? Because I feel like a lot of the characters in the movie are really selfless and like really
for a friend?
For a friend.
Huh.
Or family?
Selfless.
Give someone your food. Has that ever happened?
Yeah,
that's the most. If that's the most selfless thing, that might be disconcerting.
No, that's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Especially if it's like ice cream, then it's a big deal. I don't think I've done it.
Yeah, you should talk about the ice cream scene. No.
What the most selfless thing is.
It's hard to look at yourself and consider one that's like
or
selfless.
Has someone ever done something for you that has like really stood out as super considerate?
Yeah, these two said yes to the movie.
There we go. That's a big one.
They killed themselves. I'm serious.
I love like the small considerate things. I think when I see like a stranger opening a door for someone, I'm always just like, I like you, guy. You know what? You're good. Good for you. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Just the small, simple things. Anyone want waters? Like, you know, like I feel like those really small things you don't think of as like, oh, thank you so much for being nice to me. But it really does like just make you a little bit more of a happier person, a little bit more positive when you see that kind of interaction between strangers.
All right, I'm going to go kind of rapid fire with these. So first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
What inspires you?
Imagination.
Art.
My parents.
What frustrates you?
Traffic, for sure.
Android texters.
Oh, like the green bubble. The green bubble. Yeah. Like, that's complicated. Elaborate. Problem with robots.
I would say inefficiency for me.
Oh, yeah. Slower moving people. Really difficult for me.
Like physically slower moving, like on the sidewalk,
just like
or
people that are just like, oh wait, what? And you're like, okay, simple. Let me lay it out for you. This, and this, and then we're done. And then they're like, so like you do want to do this though, right? And I literally will just be like, I have 8 million things to do right now, and I don't want to keep talking about it.
Utopia?
What's one thing you wish you had more time for?
Sleep.
I don't know. More time on this earth, I guess.
I'd say family.
Yes.
Growing up, who was your favorite fictional hero or heroine? Fictional.
What period of growing up?
E.T.?
That's why I asked what period. This is very tricky.
Jaws, the shark?
Bruce the Shark?
The shark, come on.
The shark is the hero of that film.
I was a big Disney fan. I really like Mufasa.
Mufasa?
Sorry, that's really a
Why is that so?
dorky answer.
No, it's a good answer.
Oh.
I really
Peter
love that
Pan.
one.
I don't want to grow up, so.
Bella has no heroes.
Heroes more like now
Really?
in days,
Protagonists,
but like but in movies growing up, like no, I didn't really watch Disney films growing up or animation at all. That was more my sister's thing. So I just watched a lot of like thrillers and horror growing up. And,
She was like 4
Freddy
watching,
Krueger.
yeah.
Krueger was your fictional hero? Not fictional.
I loved Freddy Krueger growing up. There's just so many great horror films, but I don't know that any of them I was like, man, you're my hero for slicing that girl's throat. Like, wow, I love you.
Like Freddy.
Yeah, just love Freddy.
Okay, and my last question is, how do you define success, like personally?
Happiness.
Yeah,
meaning.
definitely with happiness and like, yeah, self-satisfaction, like, you know, doing what you love to do. I don't think it's measured by money or fame or any of that.
They nailed it.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much. Congrats on the film.
Thank you so much. Those were awesome
Didn't
questions.
think we talked so much about vomit.